You are standing outside a classroom door. Your hand is on the door handle, and your heart is beating like crazy. You take a deep breath. You walk in. The teacher smiles at you. You smile back. And then, complete silence, because you have absolutely no idea what to say in English. Does that feeling sound familiar to you?
Oh, Maya. You just described every parent I know, including my own mother, by the way.
Tom, your mother too?
My mother once nodded the entire parent-teacher meeting, smiling like everything was perfect, and then came home and said, I understood nothing, not one single word.
That is the most relatable thing I have heard all week. And that is exactly why we are here today. Welcome to Next Level English, the only English podcast that makes you feel like learning is actually kind of fun.
Kind of fun, Maya. It is extremely fun, especially today because today's topic is something every parent needs. English for parent-teacher meetings. How to discuss your child's progress. How to ask about support. How to sound confident, smart, and totally in control, even if you're a little nervous inside.
And we are going to do it together, chunk by chunk, sentence by sentence, word by word. So by the end of this episode, you will have real English that you can actually use, not textbook English, real, natural, confident English. So let us start right now.
Okay, Maya, let us set the scene. You walk into a parent-teacher meeting. The teacher greets you and says, "Thank you for coming. Shall we talk about how your child is doing?" Now, most parents panic at this moment, but not you, not after today.
Because today, you are going to learn one of the most powerful chunks in all of parent-teacher English. And that chunk is, my child has been struggling with.
My child has been struggling with. Say it with me. My child has been struggling with.
My child has been struggling with. Beautiful. Now, struggling with means having difficulty with something. So you can say, my child has been struggling with reading, or my child has been struggling with staying focused in class, or my child has been struggling with making friends.
The chunk is has been struggling with, and it tells the teacher exactly where the problem is. Clear, direct, polite. My child has been struggling with math. My child has been struggling with homework. My child has been struggling with understanding instructions.
Say it one more time so it really locks in. My child has been struggling with. Perfect. That chunk alone will open so many important conversations at your next parent-teacher meeting. Trust me.
Now, Maya, here's where it gets interesting, because after you say what your child is struggling with, you need to ask what the teacher is doing about it. And this is where a lot of parents go quiet. They do not know how to ask, they do not want to seem rude, they do not want to make the teacher uncomfortable.
And I totally understand that feeling. But here's the truth. Teachers love when parents ask questions. It shows you care, it shows you're engaged, and it helps your child get better support. So the sentence you need is this. What can we do at home to support him? Or what can we do at home to support her?
What can we do at home to support him? Write this one down. Seriously, open your notes app right now. What can we do at home to support him? Or what can we do at home to support her? This sentence is gold.
It is polite, it is collaborative, it puts you and the teacher on the same team, and it gets you practical advice you can actually use. What can we do at home to support him? What can we do at home to support her?
And you can also say, is there any additional support available for my child? Or can you recommend any activities that might help? These sentences build a bridge between school and home, and teachers absolutely love that.
Tom, you sound like you've been to a lot of parent-teacher meetings.
I've been studying, Maya. I've been studying.
Okay. Let us keep going because we have some really exciting vocabulary coming up. Now, at a parent-teacher meeting, you're going to hear two phrases over and over again. And if you don't know them, the whole conversation can feel very confusing. The first one is excelling.
Excelling. Excelling, excelling. This means doing extremely well, better than expected. When a teacher says your child is excelling in science, they mean your child is absolutely fantastic at science, like a superstar.
Excelling. She is excelling in reading. He is excelling in sports. Your daughter is excelling in all her subjects. Excelling is a beautiful word. It means your child is shining.
And the opposite of excelling is falling behind. If a teacher says your child is falling behind, it means your child is not keeping up with the rest of the class. They are moving slower. They might need extra help.
Falling behind. He has been falling behind in math. She is falling behind in English. Now, here's the important thing. Falling behind is not a bad label. It's information. It's the teacher telling you, hey, your child needs a little more support in this area. And support is something you can ask for.
And that brings us to another very important sentence, and Maya, I love this one. Is there any additional support available for my child?
Yes. Is there any additional support available for my child? Say it again. Is there any additional support available for my child?
This sentence is everything because additional support can mean many things. It can mean extra tutoring, special lessons, a teaching assistant, a different learning plan, or even just more one-on-one time with the teacher. Is there any additional support available for my child? Write this one down too.
And if your child has been falling behind and you hear the teacher offer something called an individualized learning plan, do not panic. That sounds very official and a little bit scary, but it is actually wonderful.
An individualized learning plan is a special plan made just for your child based on their specific needs, their specific strengths, their specific challenges. It is not a punishment. It is personalized attention. It means the school is taking your child seriously.
Individualized learning plan. You might hear it called an ILP or even an IEP, which is an individualized education program. These are tools to help your child succeed. So if a teacher mentions one, a great response is, I would love to learn more about that. Or, could you explain what that would look like for my child?
Could you explain what that would look like for my child? That is such a calm, confident, and curious question. It shows you are engaged. It shows you want to understand, and it keeps the conversation moving in a helpful direction.
Now, Tom, let us talk about something that a lot of parents feel but find very hard to say in English, and that is sharing what you see at home. Because you know your child better than anyone, and that information is so valuable for the teacher.
Absolutely. And the chunk you need for this is, I have noticed that at home.
I have noticed that, at home, he gets very anxious before tests. I have noticed that, at home, she loves reading but hates writing. I have noticed that, at home, he loses focus after about 20 minutes of studying.
That chunk, I have noticed that at home, is a gift to the teacher because it gives them a window into your child's world that they cannot see from inside the classroom. I have noticed that at home. Use it freely.
And here's a romantic little truth. When you bring your full heart to a parent-teacher meeting, when you show up curious and open and willing to talk, you are not just supporting your child's English education. You are showing your child that they matter, that their struggles matter, that their growth matters.
Maya, that was beautiful.
Tom, do not cry on the podcast.
I am not crying. I just have something in my eye. Okay, let's keep going because we have one more incredibly important section and I do not want our listeners to miss it.
Yes, and this section is about asking the right questions, because one of the biggest mistakes parents make in a parent-teacher meeting is they only listen, they don't ask. And asking questions is how you get real information, real answers, real action.
So here are 3 questions that every parent should have ready before they walk into that classroom. Question 1. How is my child doing socially? Socially means with other people, with friends, with classmates, with the teacher. How is my child doing socially is a question that opens up a completely different part of the conversation.
Question 2. Are there any behavioral concerns I should know about? Behavioral concerns means, is my child behaving well? Are there any problems, any moments where my child is struggling to control their emotions or their actions? Are there any behavioral concerns I should know about is a brave and important question.
And question 3. What are my child's biggest strengths? Because Maya, so many parent-teacher meetings focus only on the problems, and yes, we need to talk about the problems, but we also need to celebrate the strengths.
What are my child's biggest strengths? This question makes a teacher pause and think about what your child does well. And hearing that for a parent is everything. What are my child's biggest strengths? It might be the best 3 minutes of your entire meeting.
Now, let's do a quick recap before we wrap up today, because we have packed so much learning into this episode, and our listeners deserve to walk away with everything clear.
The first chunk we learned today, my child has been struggling with. My child has been struggling with. Use this to tell the teacher where your child needs help.
The second chunk, what can we do at home to support him? What can we do at home to support him or her? Use this to ask for practical advice and show the teacher you are a partner.
The vocabulary we learned. Excelling means doing extremely well. Falling behind means not keeping up. Additional support means extra help. Individualized learning plan means a special plan made just for your child.
The third chunk, I have noticed that at home. I have noticed that at home. Use this to share what you see, feel, and observe about your child every single day.
And the 3 power questions. How is my child doing socially? Are there any behavioral concerns I should know about? And what are my child's biggest strengths?
That is a full toolkit right there. Everything you need for your next parent-teacher meeting, all in one episode of Next Level English.
And here's my challenge to you today. Before your next parent-teacher meeting, pick just 3 of these phrases and practice them out loud. Say them in the mirror, say them in the shower, say them while you're cooking dinner. Because confidence in English doesn't come from memorizing. It comes from repeating, from hearing your own voice say the words again and again until they feel like yours.
My child has been struggling with. What can we do at home to support him? I have noticed that at home. Say them until they feel natural, until they feel like you, because they will.
And remember, every time you walk into that classroom and you open your mouth in English, you are doing something incredibly brave. You are showing up for your child in a language that isn't your first. And that is next level.
Maya, you gave me actual chills just now.
Good. That means you're learning.
I am always learning from you, Maya.
And to every single one of you listening right now, whether you're on the bus, at home, or sneaking in an episode while you pretend to work, we see you, and we're so glad you're here.
If this episode helped you, if you learned even one phrase that you're going to use at your next parent-teacher meeting, we want to know. Drop a comment below. Tell us which phrase hit the hardest. Was it, my child has been struggling with? Was it, what can we do at home to support him? Was it, I have noticed that at home?
Tell us your answer in the comments. And while you're down there, hit that subscribe button, because at Next Level English, every single episode is built for one purpose, to take your English from wherever it is right now and move it to the next level together.
New episodes every week. Real English, real life, real progress.
We'll see you in the next one.
Try not to smile too much on the way out.
Goodbye, everyone.